Batman was actually the most terrified for his life was when Killer Croc threw a giant rock at him and it almost hit him.
I never thought about that, but you're right.
Yeah. Like, that was the one where he was in the most real danger. Yeah. But I like Sid the Squid because it examines Batman's relationship with the Joker, or Joker's relationship with Batman.
I don't remember Sid the Squid.
Okay, so Sid the Squid was...
Isn't Sid the Squid the same guy who kills Dick Drake's parents? Dick Grayson's parents?
No. So Sid the Squid was like a low-level mob guy, and a low-level mob mook, and Batman was trying to bust the mob, but in order to do it, because the Joker was hanging around... So in order to do it, he had to go deep cover and like make everybody think that he was dead. So he sets up this mook to look like he killed Batman.
Yes,
so he could draw some other people out. But then the Joker finds out that Sid the Squid killed Batman, and he gets really mad and upset because Sid the Squid killed his best friend Batman. And
that is always the best way to do the Batman Joker relationship.
and so Batman ends up having to save Sid the Squid from Joker, and then it all turns out like that was his whole plan or something. But Joker was actually like visibly emotionally upset that Batman was dead.
Have you watched? I was gonna say, have you watched Lego Batman?
No, I haven't.
Watch the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah, I really like it.
Side characters.
Because they're trying to get the whole thing.
Like,
yeah.
Nothing mattered. It made me feel real nihilistic. Well, let's just keep one-upping ourselves with who shows up in this movie. It's just nothing matters anymore. Why should I care?
I get what you're saying, but I still liked it.
Yeah, I like it.
I get what you're saying, and I think you're objectively wrong, and you should be
You need to get over yourself.
Well, Voldemort showed up.
Yeah.
To me, that's a Lego movie.
That was a Lego movie thing, which is why that didn't bother me.
I will say I didn't really like the Ninjago movie.
I did not see that one.
It wasn't worth it. Don't see it. Just go watch Lego Batman again.
Lego 2's just okay.
I liked Lego 2.
I liked it.
It was like a nice. It wasn't as good as the first one.
Although I did, it was kind of like not maturing with their audience, because I think it matured a little too quickly. But that idea of like, everything's awesome, we need to be positive, and that it matured with me, I guess, and getting to the point where it's like, it's okay to say everything's not awesome, right? Because it isn't.
Yeah.
But I thought it was also enjoyable. Just not.
It was enjoyable.
What?
Sometimes things are garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other thing? I liked Lego Batman just shoving as much Batman shit in there as possible. Mm-hmm. That made like every single thing they did. I was like, yes, all of it is so good, and I liked it, and I would do it again.
Then the other really good Batman original series one. It's the one where he goes to prison.
Where Batman goes to prison.
Nice. He goes and he busts up that corrupt prison.
I might need to rewatch all of it.
Oh, that's a great one.
I have watched most of it, but I have missed a couple. Because I will say there are a couple episodes in Batman the Animated Series that are lemons. And you're watching it and you're like waiting for something to happen.
How dare you?
Not even Man-Bat. Like there was one with the Joker where like nothing happens. I'm like, oh man, this takes forever.
I'm thinking the one where there's a farm and suddenly there are giant dinosaurs. It was towards the end of the series when they were like, we are out of ideas.
Oh, yeah, that was the other one. Yeah, that was one where, like, they were, like, making genetically modified things.
Yeah. Yo, Clayface? Nobody messes with Clayface.
Clayface is one of the best characters.
I always remember the
tragic character. Same with Mad Hatter.
The episode
I love Mad Hatter.
Robin, like, meets
Bat. He's a big bat.
Are we starting? Is that what that sound means?
Yep, that's my talk.
2 minutes.
Caw! Up here!
Thank you, Caw.
2 minutes.
Thank you, Caw.
Which one's the best one?
Ooh, I like that the thumbs up has been turned into fire.
Nice. It was a rainbow.
I agree, Special Mark.
Yeah.
Animated series. You know that was one of the first animated series
They animated on black
feel like us.
paper,
Yeah, that's
right?
right.
Or black background.
See the chat.
That's why it looks so good.
That reminds me, I just
right?
I took a picture the other day.
Very
of
innovative
my
in its
camp
time.
shit, and
Everybody
it
was like,
kept being
"What?"
Post it, but I wouldn't like people to sit down.
That's all
and
Bruce
have
Timm.
the-
He's
the-
a real genius. He still runs, I think,
link
the
and shit.
DC animated universe.
I have soured on Bruce Timm
Oh, have
because
you?
some of the more recent animated stuff. Because
really?
I think he's too hung up on a couple of things.
Mm.
I don't know how much more time we have to chat about bullshit.
With time,
No
with
swearing on
time.
the-
Maybe who,
Yeah.
who
I thought
is
you'd be
that
stalling.
strange man?
Have you watched our stream?
I don't remember.
Did you go?
Who is
We
this
swear all the time.
special guest that we have?
The Slim Joe, they did the animated.
Oh, that.
Oh, it was so poor. It was so poorly.
I
Yeah.
have done
I did
that.
not
Where you're like in the
like
car,
how
like
focused
actually,
Bruce Timm is on
as
the
embarrassing
whole
as this is,
Batgirl
one
Batman
time.
Weird.
Yeah, that was a
I'm
weird,
pretty
like, that
sure
was a
I'll
weird
literally
ad that
pee in
didn't
my car
require,
seat.
it
'Cause
didn't need to be
it was
there.
so close. I was like parked and
What's
trying
up,
to get
yo?
out, but I like couldn't stand up.
You, ladies and gentlemen, might be at home. You might be in your
I
car.
hope they
You
caught
might
that.
be, I don't know, at a McDonald's. You may be there somewhere, but you,
find yourself.
you, ladies and gentlemen, are definitely watching No Dice here on the Sexy Hackers Switch stream. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll be your DM tonight, Dave. I apologize in advance for when I get very frustrated and say, rocks fall, everyone dies. With me today, as usual, is my fantastic cavalcade of comrades and compatriots from my left side, which contains...
A person whose mouth is full. My name's
Left
Liv.
side. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And...
Hi, I'm Nick. What's up?
just introduce yourselves. Fuck.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going off the screen.
I thought you were going off the
Are we
screen.
going in order?
Jeff gets introduced
You go
last.
last.
Jeff
Okay,
gets
hey.
last.
Stacy P, everybody. Hi,
Let's
They're always bringing guests on and they're like, we're going to make him introduce ourselves. I want top billing. It's like, motherfucker, you've been here like a year. Okay, fine. Hi, I'm Dave. That's Nick. That's Stacy. That's Liv. Over there on the keys.
My name is displayed below.
Yeah. Dave, in our defense, going from your left on the screen, it goes Liv,
Guest.
Harry,
Now we've ruined it.
Stacy.
I'm in real life. I'm right here and I beckon to you, Nick. I directly beckon to you. I showed you my hand.
I was not paying attention because I was worried about bullshit.
Not your hand. It was in front of your
This
face.
is not my direct left.
Okay.
This is not our special guest.
How did I get here?
How did I get here?
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize already.
Don't apologize. Don't apologize. This is
Look.
what this is.
What is No Dice, you might be asking yourself. Why have I not turned this off? Well, it's probably because you're laying down somewhere else in the room.
To turn us off, you'd have to get up.
Or it's because you know one of us. No Dice. No Dice No Dice is a weekly improvised Dungeons & Dragons RPG Twitch stream where we build our characters, our setting, and our enemy based off of suggestions from you, the audience, ladies and gentlemen, you at home. Yes, you in the bathrobe, sir. You, sir. You have no shame, and I love it. You can change the course of the very adventure in front of you right now, if you so choose.
Yes.
You need only put down those sloppy nachos and type in the live chat what you would like to see.
But only with your ring fingers, because they don't have cheese on them.
They
Special
don't.
mark.
They
Because there
never
are cameras
do.
everywhere.
Because
Special
you're
mark.
special, Mark, and we know
Keep the
how
bathroom.
special you are.
So I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time kind of explaining what we're going to do. The basic idea is we're going to play a Dungeons & Dragons-esque game where instead of dice, aka because we're called No Dice, we have no dice. We just have a coin that we flip like this.
Yeah!
Oh yeah! There's a green side. That means yes, you succeeded. There's a red side. That means you failed. Shit, loser.
Get good.
Change it to say that.
Eat shit, loser.
I also have
Let's see, what else do I need to tell you? We're gonna have fun, so just get up there, get in the chat, be loose, let's get weird.
Yeah,
Be loose, get weird. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you weren't aware, at the end of every No Dice, we figure out the location and the entity for next week's No Dice. Last week, I believe, it's possible, was it Special Mark?
I believe so.
No, it might have been De Leon that suggested a plantation.
Yes.
Yes.
A cotton plantation. And then
cotton
Special Mark said,
candy.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. We've got, for this week, the location of a cotton candy farm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I like that.
I do too.
And the enemy of a cornucopia.
Yes.
I want to visit a cotton candy.
I do too.
Yes, they were great ideas.
So that is going to be our
Damn.
location and our enemy for this week. But like, what is an adventure without its characters? Just boring. It's a bunch of four people sitting in a room eating Cheetos to silence.
With cheesy fingers.
Brought to you
By cheese.
And also lots of other things that makes it so we want to sit all the time.
So to get our adventure started, we're going to need some characters. To get these characters, what I usually do is just let our players decide whatever they would like to get from you, the audience. But I give them a little stipulation. You know, I give them a little nipple tweak about like, oh, you got to do this. They're like, please stop.
I didn't get my nipple tweak.
I also
Okay.
did not.
I would like to pass on my nipple tweak.
Not yet.
I'll take his. I'll take
I
his.
have exceptionally sensitive nipples, so I'd appreciate not.
Engaged nipple tweaker.
Yeah.
I also
No.
have exceptionally
We made an
sensitive
animation
nipples,
for
and
this.
that's why I need a tweak.
It also makes a sound effect.
Yeah. For our adventure this week, and I do want to posit that it will be an adventure, I need from each of you, all of you guys are going to be treasure hunters. Okay?
Yeah.
So feel free to come up with an interesting angle on your treasure hunt. But to do that, you're going to need a suggestion from the audience. Feel free to just kind of go nuts with it in just a couple seconds. Take a second and think about what question or how would you like to get a suggestion from the audience that might revolve around treasure or hunting or treasure hunting, treasure handling. It's essentially, you could be an archaeologist. You could be a Macklemore. He's a bit of an urban treasure hunter. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Got a butt and tags.
Yeah. Everybody knows.
What?
What is he doing?
Macklemore.
What do you think he's doing?
You said what?
No.
I get to be here every week. I've got
have-
something.
Players, take it away whenever you feel like you're ready to just stipulate a question or
I have a
prompt
couple
to
things.
Our live audience.
My first prompt is the only thing I know about this treasure hunter is that they wear leather pants. For sure. Can you give me the name of this treasure hunter who wears leather pants? And also they have some piece of treasure that they have found in the past that they always carry on them. Think Mr. Drake's ring or
Mr. Drake's ring?
Nathan Drake.
Uncharted, okay.
Yep. Sorry, I couldn't think of his first name, so I had to go with Mr.
A treasure hunter that wears leather pants.
Mr. Pants.
Pants.
I like that. I want them to also have a list.
It's done.
Where the
It's
pants.
done.
My leather
My
pants.
treasure hunter.
These are my most special leather pants.
My special leather pants.
These are the pants that I found the most
The
intimate
name
feather.
and what former treasure they carry with them.
So a name and an example of a treasure this person might have, ladies and
It's not the friends they made along the way.
gentlemen.
Never going to be the friends they made along the way.
It's always gonna be that.
Take a couple seconds, one more time. You, yes you, watching Twitch right now, whoever you are, we need a name for Liv's character and a treasure that character might have.
Maybe I made it too hard.
Chili Wisco and a cheese wedge pendant. That's just fun to say.
That's what they call me.
That's the
I'm
adventure
Chili
stereotype.
Wisco and
All right, guys, I'm gonna leave this stream because I need to go write that right now. That children's book, Chili Wisco and the Cheese Wedge Pendant.
So it looks like we have Chili Wisco and a cheese wedge pendant.
That's I can't say
For
it. Cheese wedge.
Liv's character is going to be Chili Wisco. His last treasure, a
Chili
cheese
Wisco.
wedge pendant. Anyone else? Feel free to say yours.
Oh,
We got Sylvester as well.
You have Sylvester.
do you want to go first?
Well, I'm ready.
Okay.
I need the name.
Pocket this.
I need the name of a breakfast cereal mascot. They're always hunting for cereal.
Which is the
A
real
made-up
treasure.
one or a real one?
I don't care.
Either one. All
A
right.
breakfast cereal mascot.
Stacy
So
don't
you
give a
in the
fuck.
chat, feel free to come up with a breakfast cereal mascot or just bring one up. What is your favorite
Real
breakfast
or
cereal mascot?
invented?
This is a real conversation I've had with other adults my age.
I've noticed they all have some sort of problem.
I have a final answer
You
for
know,
me.
like,
I 100% endorse Diabeto.
Diabeto.
Oh, that's so sad.
Endorse Diabeto.
Is he a beetle? Because that sounds, or is she a beetle? Because that sounds like a Diabeto.
I think Diabeto also brought Cheetos to the world.
Diabetos is just the sweet version of Cheetos.
Oh no!
Frosted Cheetos.
Yeah, we
Oh.
said sugar dipping sauce.
Oh, extra frosted.
Reinvented breakfast.
Yeah.
Gross.
You should get Gracie Lee props. I don't know if I've ever recommended before.
Gracie Lee, we love Gracie Lee. Some of us more than others.
I would hope.
Yes.
It's close though.
Cheesy sugar. Oh,
We
that's so
got,
gross.
We got
Diabetos.
Sylvester. I'm gonna stipulate, Mick, if you don't mind, can you use Sylvester in some way?
Yes, I will use Sylvester. What I will also ask, Sylvester will be my name.
All right.
Oh, and hold on. Sylvester is the name of the leader of what group of ne'er-do-wells that has grabbed my character out of his normal life and thrust him into an adventurous treasure hunt.
Like you were Shanghai.
So yes, my person was shanghaied by a group of
Ne'er-do-wells.
ne'er-do-wells, toughs if you will, some kind of group of something that has thrown him into an adventure. Think Treasure Island.
I think it's been a chowder of cats. But that's just me. That is what a group of cats is called, is a chowder.
Shut
So
up.
one more time, I'm sorry.
So one more time. So
I'm
my
lost in the words.
right. So my
What is happening?
pygmy sugar hunters.
Pygmy Sugar Hunters is awesome.
Yes. So my character. Can I get a name for my character who was seduced by the chief of the pygmy sugar hunters named Sylvester into following for this treasure? Pygmy sugar panda hunters.
Yes. Which are like gummy bears. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little rougher.
All right.
Oh, sugar
Okay. My name's Jim.
And rarer.
All right.
Let's move on. My name's
We
Jim.
got Jim. Last but not least.
And I'm gonna combine the two panda sugar hunters.
Okay.
Yeah.
His name's Jim.
Yeah.
Kidnapped by panda sugar hunters.
Yeah. Sylvester is the name of the guy who shanghaied him into this mission.
Sylvester, leader of the Panda Sugar.
Yeah.
I really want to have gummy bears called
You
pandas.
go ahead, just write Jim in that one. Just the name Jim. J-I-M, please. Yeah, that's good.
My name's
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Chili Whisco is Liz.
I got you.
So I think for my treasure hunter, I need to know what their backstory is, what drives them to hunt for treasure. So I think what do they need treasure to pay for? Do they have some sort of debt they need to pay, or an operation, or they just want their own private jet? And I think they also need a signature weapon, like Indiana Jones's whip. So that's what I need. I need
Maybe a non-lethal.
A motive.
yeah, something he needs to pay off or pay for, and a signature weapon.
It's a tool and a weapon.
Yeah,
Really.
and then a delightful name.
And a delightful name.
Yeah.
There we go.
Studying treasure hunting.
It's a
Two people. Let's trade. Yes.
A blowtorch.
Blowtorch?
I think blowtorch is.
Blowtorches is too old.
Okay.
It could be your name, like blowtorch something.
I mean, in my head, all students are named Dexter. So I'm Dexter. I studied treasure hunting for 10 years, and I've been using my trusty blowtorch to blowtorch my way into tombs, and I just gotta pay off that student loan debt. So I think that's what I'm going with. Unless someone has a better name.
Nerd.
Some sort of state-based name.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
A food in the state is how you do
Yeah.
it.
So that's how we name things now.
Indiana. It's
Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, I'm Cheez-Its, Pennsylvania. Nice to meet you.
got your blow touch now. That's the next James Bond movie.
The best superpower.
Blow touch. Well, Mr. Bond, blow touch. I should have known it was you.
Land on him, I'll be like this. Oh my god.
Okay, you're not.
Yeah, there's 4 of us. It's an oversaturated job market.
So, one more. This always gets weird right now. One more go around. Let's just let's see it.
It doesn't fit.
Well, you've got. I think you've got the chili whisko in the wrong.
Yeah, that's
I'm
supposed
just
to be over
diabetes.
here.
Diabetes.
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 Diabolical diabetes.
Diabetes is just Wilford Brimley saying diabetes.
Let's review one more time. Liv, what character are you?
I'm Chili Withgo, and I have a chief pendant.
The lovely Harry. What are you gonna be?
I am Dexter Blowtouch.
Dexter.
I gotta pay off those student loan debts with my trusty blowtorch.
And Stace.
I'm Diabeto. Get your hands off my frosted Cheetos.
Okay.
Oh,
Not least, Mr. Fuhrer.
my name's Jim, and I was asleep playing video games when all of a sudden a bunch of pygmy pandas lifted me up and told me that I needed to find some sugar for them.
Yeah, no, I'm here on this crazy adventure.
And now I'm just on this crazy adventure.
That's right.
I got this weird tattoo on my back. It's a map.
Where did it come from?
But it's backwards, so I have to look at it in a mirror.
So, we have both utterly annihilated any sense of rationale and are now setting forward onto an epic adventure.
I don't know, I think these are pretty grounded characters.
This makes sense if we're going to a cotton candy farm.
Yeah.
Some level. No dice.
Y'all need to eat some dinner.
Fucking Carmel is the...
Gather here inside this hall, hearken to adventure's call, and let your spirits rise. There's maidens and maidens fair, barbarians in for underwear. You can play most anywhere when you're playing with no dice. Yeah! No dice, throw fire and ice. Where arrows fly, swords slice. There's honor, blood, and sacrifice, but never any dice. So let us play into the night. Imaginations will take flight. You call us nerds, you're goddamn right. When we're playing with no dice.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm ready to play now,
The pink, fluffy fields lie below you. As you most recently crested the hill towards your destination, you could see miles in every direction. Each path dotted with small gingerbread domiciles, applejacks trees, and a smattering of small, pointy-hatted shapes toiling in the fields below.
What?
It has been
Got
3 months since you set out for the Horn O'Plenty. The fabled Horn of Legend, whose magical properties allow it to feed hundreds per day. You need only whisper into the horn by the large end. Blink, and whatever foodstuff you whispered will spill forth in ridiculous quantity. You find yourself in the southern reach of the Kingdom of Candy, nestled between the Burger Prince's domain and the Young Lord's Protectorate. The reason you approach this sugary, cotton-esque field is for your insert loved ones here, who will surely die without nourishment. The kind of nourishment the Kingdom of Candy cannot provide without the Horn O'Plenty. Rumors have been told of a large house at the center of this large cotton candy field, where a group of collectors live. Collectors of magical artifacts, both ancient and rare. And your most trusted sources have stipulated the Horn O'Plenty hides therein. Yea, on the horizon, the house on the rock candy beckons forth. An adventure awaits.
Should have majored in food service.
All right,
no
let's
food
go
to
get
serve.
this.
All are we here yet? Everybody, quick, take a look at my back and see if it looks like we're here.
Diabito trundles down the sugary slope as Jim the Sugar Hunter awkwardly tries to remove his shirt again.
Come on, it's okay. It's not weird by now.
Dexter is more than happy to help and check the map. He had a whole semester of treasure map
Topography.
classes.
Dexter inappropriate touching. Dexter compares notes and for some reason does find that you are less than a mile from where the house on the rock candy possibly sits.
Every time.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did Sylvester? Can anyone else see Sylvester, the panda sugar?
Sylvester's been in my pouch this whole time.
Okay, good. Okay.
I actually take Sylvester out,
Okay.
and he has a small panda that fits in the palm of my hand. It's like, you hear that, Sylvester? He also only has the one leg. You hear that, Sylvester? We're almost to the rock place that you wanted me to take you to.
Sounds good to me, Jim. Just remember our deal.
He's got a candy cane as a cane.
Sounds like Sylvester already had too much candy and sugar.
All right, I'm gonna put you back in my pouch now.
Okay.
He's pretty unsettling.
A flock of birds fly overhead. One of them dies from hitting a huge tuft of candy floss suspended in the sky.
It dies or dives?
Dies.
Guys.
It hits it and then falls out of the sky.
Into a
Is
diabetic-
I suppose it doesn't die until it hits the ground.
Well, it
could have
goes into a
strangled
diabetic
itself.
Coma and just goes to the
Yeah,
ground.
it happened to also be squawking, so it's like, "Whoa!" and filled it with candy floss rapidly.
How many things in this magical land are made of candy? Is this a candy bird?
This entire kingdom is made of candy, as long as you can justify a thing being made of candy.
Oh, okay.
You don't even gotta flip for it unless it's real ridiculous.
I'm gonna eat that bird.
You crack the bird open.
It's just a peep. It's a giant flying.
Yeah. The sugar is the impact.
Are you still sure you want to eat it?
I immediately regret this decision.
Your hands are all stinky now. You enjoy it for a moment, but then you pay for the rest of the day.
Nothing sticks to my hands for the rest of the day.
Whenever you
They
eat.
come in handy.
Yeah.
Wow.
You trundle down the hill behind Diabito, whose backpack is like very tall and full of shit. I don't know. I've been playing Death Stranding, and I'm always like, let's put stuff on our backs and keep walking.
I feel like whenever Diabetes eats anything, just an unseen group of children just goes,
He's like, a series of small shapes, not far, now, seem to be running towards you.
A stranger! Ah, a stranger! Strangers! Ah, oh.
They get closer. You recognize them as a specific subset of elves that are really just gnomes.
Good job, Special Mark.
They require that you call them elves. They're actually gnomes. Everyone knows it, but in public, they need to be addressed as elves.
Hi!
Oh.
no.
We're the keepers! We're the keepers! That's us! Oh, I haven't seen strangers in a long time. Yeah, strangers. You guys are new around here.
What's your business, elves?
What do you mean, what's our business?
What's your business? What you doing here?
We're here to shake you down. Right.
I kick one.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
do
one.
it. I was
Right.
gonna say the same
see
thing.
that
And
coming.
you kick this gnome elf. Oh, you miss.
You didn't! Wait a second!
He snaps his fingers and does one of these.
Oh, help! No!
Chili Wisco, the pendant that they have, it's wrapped up, and
+5 charisma.
yes, and she unwraps it a little bit, and it's very stinky because it's very, very old, and attempts to knock them all out because they're used to sugar, not to fermented cheese.
Oh no, that smells like real food. Gross!
Yeah,
Oh, disgusting!
that's right.
Ew!
That's right, sucker.
They put on chocolate masks that cover their face.
That threw me upsetting.
They make disgusting, slurping noises behind them. Your cheese ducks, the gnome elves dead.
Wow.
That's what I call them,
An
stinky
entire
cheese.
generation grows up without parents.
Yep, because of you and your pendant.
I don't even
Just
feel
kidding.
bad about
You
it.
don't know anything about medicine, and you walk towards them and realize they are just asleep.
Oh, good.
That's more what I expected.
We're gonna do
I'm gonna pick their pockets while they're sleeping.
All right, let's see.
A real
Let's see
treasure
if one
hunter.
wakes up. You do quite well. Okay, so inside is a piece of paper with a number on it. It has in the top right corner like a whole bunch of signatures. In the bottom left, it states that this document is document 1 of like 700. But reading the actual document, it seems to be a deed.
A deed.
Yes, to the cotton candy sub-kingdom, which is where you find yourself now.
I've never had a sub made out of cotton candy
Is
before.
there an address on this deed? Do we know which plot of land it goes to?
No, but on his ID card there is an ID. You rifle through his wallet and find it alongside 3 candy dollars. Fuck, I really should have done better at world building.
Candy coins.
Candy coins.
Fruit roll-up dollars.
In fact, in Europe, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
get candy euros. They're like little euros.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
I've had bubblegum
Oh,
checks.
special mark. I will definitely do that at
There's
some
a
point.
picture
Yeah.
of John Candy on it.
Too soon.
R.I.P. Yes, it seems as though this gnome elf, we call them keepers. They're actually just keepers. His house is but 4 sentences away. So, you get your party together. Then, you leave immediately toward that direction. After some distance, you find yourself nearby. You enter.
Wow, that was quick.
Oh, strangers.
Strangers.
More
Oh,
fucking
no, another
keepers.
What are you here to see?
Yeah. Wait, our
They're
roommate's
the
late.
Guards, they've got the candy cane staves.
Yeah. They also, there's also, I don't know, the 3 Musketeers are there. They're all wearing hats.
Yeah.
They're all keepers as well.
Both of them.
Yeah.
The other one.
Yeah, who was the other one?
Demos? No, that's a moon.
That's
Uh,
that's fear. I believe.
Yeah,
Like,
that's panic.
almost, yeah, panic.
No, Demo. No,
D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan.
That's right.
Listen, my friend,
you,
we're
Chris.
here to sample your candy canes and make sure that they're ready for the Christmas season because that is quickly approaching us.
Well, you can't have any of our candy canes.
Well, we're here to test it, and if we don't test it, we're from Otha, bitch, and you won't be able to sell
Where are you
shit.
from?
Otha.
Oh, loser.
Yeah. Nobody gets a candy cane. Not nobody, not no house.
Yeah,
See?
yeah, you gotta have a deed. You gotta be part of the co-op.
Oh, a
we have a
deed?
deed.
What?
Cha-ching.
Oh, man, he must have dropped it when he was working outside.
I go into the corner, or Jim goes into the corner, and he pulls Sylvester out of his pouch, and he goes, "Sylvester, are those the Musketeers that stole the
the
treasure
three
from you
Musketeers.
that you told me about?"
They sure are, Jim. You know what you gotta do now.
"Yeah, I sure do. Give me the gun."
Sure thing.
Just realizing Jim's been on an LSD high.
And then Jim roots in through his pouch and pulls out an old flintlock pistol, and he fires it in the general direction of the Musketeers. It's like, "Sylvester the Pygmy Bandit says hello!"
Shoot you backwards.
Bang. Okay.
Feel your
kick
anger,
back.
Jim, rising. Use it.
D'Artagnan parries the bullet.
"God, you're really impressive swordsman!"
Thanks. I learned when I was in prison. I think that's a lot.
It's weird because the rest of us Musketeers sound like this, except for D'Artagnan.
Yeah, I'm really sticking with this keeper.
Yeah.
I want to
That's
pull out
D'Artagnan for you.
my serial machine gun and blast him full of marbles.
Diabito tries to murder the children.
Do it. Do it.
It's marbles, so.
Ah!
They're children shapes.
Marshmallow shapes.
Yeah.
The marshmallow bullets.
Yeah.
So
That's what
I'm
you call
sorry.
little things in cereal
I
markets.
focused on the word machine gun. Whoa.
Pump them full of sugar.
It's a gun that shoots machines.
Machine gun.
Machine gun. Machine mellow gun. You fire soft.
I don't know. Machine's pretty hard.
Bullets, bombs, and dynamite.
Keep it up here. Okay. Porthos eats them and becomes Porthos.
Poorly.
Shouldn't have done that.
Now I can tip him over because he's so fat.
Yep, that's how it works.
Porthos enjoys it. And he laughs.
Personally attacked.
He laughs deeply to himself. Ha! No one may judge me.
Dexter is going to attempt to bore them to sleep with a long, drawn-out explanation of the proper interpretation of treasure maps.
Okay, cool. Let's have a go see.
Yeah, but you gotta understand that, like, you know, you start at the top left and you work your way down, but the grid formation is most important, but you also gotta get the scale right. The scale's all wrong, you know, I mean, this is an early nautical thing, when you were starting cartography, everybody.
All the Keeblers fall asleep rapidly.
You start at the upper left
The
corner.
room is yours. You may freely loot these innocent people.
Does one of them
Cool.
have love and you written on her?
Aww.
What was that girl thinking, honestly?
Oh.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Like, she must have been like just writing on her eyelids, like, this isn't good.
Yeah, right?
Who was checking that for her?
Oh no.
I will be stealing as many hand-holding candy canes. Not the big ones. Not a big one like a crutch. Like regular fucking candy canes.
Regular size candy cane.
Yes. Chili Whisko. It will be stealing those and sucking them to points throughout the rest of this, and then using them as throwing daggers. Also, fire.
Let me roll for you.
Vampires show up.
You do, no problem. You get all their silverware that is conveniently shaped like candy canes, and
Now there will be shanks.
yeah, you turn them into shanks.
Jim takes Sylvester out again from his pouch and is like, "They're asleep now. Is that enough, Sylvester? Do I have to, Sylvester?
It is the only way.
I don't want to, Sylvester.
Who's that guy talking to? He keeps talking to.
I don't wanna."
Dexter sees that Jim seems to be talking to his empty hand
Yeah.
and crying and just goes to hug him. Just goes to give him a hug.
No, don't let him hug.
No, leave me alone. I try to break free from Dexter's loving hug to bludgeon the three musketeers to death with the butt of my flintlock pistol.
You try, but you fail. The
Okay.
embrace of friendship brings you back. You have a flashback when your character had a believable background. Some kind of moral compass, perhaps, for him to anchor himself and move forward in the narrative. Everyone remembers family and fealty all of a sudden, and remembers why they're here. To find the Horn of Plenty, because they are insert loved ones here.
My
Do
13
not
dogs.
have nutrition.
The customers that buy my cereal need these sugar-covered Cheetos.
Insert customers here.
My 13
just
dogs
saw
have been going hungry because dog food is really expensive when you have 13 dogs. Fact. That's right, I have 13 very large dogs of varying breeds.
The dog, don't
Dexter wants to search this hut for clues of the Horn of Plenty.
No worries, I gotcha. All right, cool.
Oh, Dexter wants to do the quest.
Keep it. Bam, check it out. Upstairs, in a, I don't know, gumdrop dresser. Yeah.
Squishy, it wouldn't hold much, would it?
Yeah, you find,
Oh,
a skull appears out of nowhere! Yeah, it's a sugar skull. A sugar skull comes at you.
Oh, I've
To
heard of
remind
that.
you to care about, okay. Well, you fight him. Let's see, you stab him?
I caramelize him with my blowtorch.
Let's see if it works. He is caramelized. You take the remnants of this skull and put him in your pocket after naming him York.
Oh.
Next
to
to for
the
York, he
next,
tastes well.
Yeah.
So good. Well done. Next to the hiding spots for the skull, formerly known as NPC, now known as Yorick, you find, let's see, orders. You read them. Turns out that one of the keepers in this house work up at the house on the rock cabin.
Oh, that's right. We have to go all the way up to that one.
Luckily, it's but a short day's walk from here.
So we take his ID and his access card.
Yes.
And his deed.
And his work clothes and his backup work clothes. You all put on their jackets and you look like Chris Farley and that fat guy in the little coat that he did. What is it, Black Sheep?
I think so.
Everyone wears an awkwardly small coat, which I think is cute. That's for me. Not for anyone else, just for me.
That happens in Indiana Jones as well. Since we're going with
Yes,
that.
yeah. When he punches the Nazi out and tries to take his uniform, and he can't fit into it,
The
and
orders
then the other
are-
Nazi yells at him.
Yeah.
The orders are to finish your work in the fields, for the co-op, of course, and then report to the house on the Rock Candy for a large banquet that you will be serving at.
Well, I don't want to work. I think we just go to the Rock Candy House.
You think back down to the amount of Keeblers unconscious downstairs, 3. The amount of unconscious Keeblers who live at this house, 1 more, you met earlier.
Oh, I thought there was
4
more.
of them.
So there's 4 of them and 4 of us.
Plus 2.
So what does that mean?
We get out a chalkboard and we start doing calculations.
Do they succeed in their character?
We shall see if the characters can decipher the very basic plot. They do. They say, wait a second. What if we just go do the jobs of these 4 Keeblers and tell our manager or whatever we just had a growth spurt?
Let's try it.
Yes.
All right.
I accidentally ate a vegetable and I grew 3 feet.
Have we told you not to eat vegetables?
I'm sorry, it flipped in with my thugger.
You guys, I could dress Sylvester up like a Keebler elf and then pretend that I'm his imaginary friend.
I think maybe we should stick with plan A, which is you wear it, and then we'll go to plan B when everything goes to hell.
Well, I look stupid.
We all look stupid.
Tim goes to
I
the
think I
bathroom.
look pretty dashing.
Tim goes to the bathroom before everyone leaves, and he's in there just a little too long. You know what I mean? Like, just enough to be like, what's going on in there? Then he comes out. Before he leaves, headed directly towards the house on the Rock Candy. Lo, there is a great hullabaloo. You can hear a smattering of talk and mutterings. So many people gathered in a clearing just outside the house on the Rock Candy. An old lady approaches you as the throng of people wait outside.
Oh, you must be here to help work on the banquet.
That's right. We're here to work on the banquet. We're here for whatever you need us to work on related to the banquet.
You don't look like your name tags say. These name tags say Gollum Boo Boo and Jim Bamboos.
Oh, Jim Bamboos, you got my name tag on you.
Oh, oops. I'm Agapoo-poo.
Yeah, I'm Agapoo-poo. That's Jim Bamboos.
Where are Porthos and Athos?
You think back to the other Keeblers you totally forgot about when you were trying to get on track.
I'm gonna go like this and say, we are the Keeblers you're looking for.
Okay. The old lady's stupid and is like, okay. I don't want to roll for it. The old lady's smart and here's the kicker, still doesn't care. So that gets you forward.
Just need someone to run the party.
Stepping inside.
Oh, they're pinatas.
Look at all the unicorn pinatas.
Yes. Full of unicorn pinatas.
And they're all at like this height.
Some made of real unicorns
Oh.
that have been gutted and put on display.
Which are filled with smaller candy unicorns.
Yes, of course.
I no longer have any sympathy for the Keebler.
For the irony of cruelty.
But they still suffer horribly.
A large mustachioed man stands at a table. A unicorn dress in front of him. He is pushing, gummy worms into its gullet.
Oh.
And I meant dressed in the hunting term.
Dexter tries to repress his gag reflex.
Yeah. Oh, the magic of life and death before you. Right this way. The old lady brings you through into the bakery room. Lovely donuts and donut holes. And old lady is there who maybe looked young and blonde a long time ago. She may have been a rock star.
Joe Nuts! These are Joe Nuts donuts! How can I help you?
We're here to serve at the
How can we help you?
That's right, that's a good attitude, the old lady says. Tut tut.
She walks away on her lemon drop shoes.
After blinking too many times.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's too much.
So we take a bunch of platters and just pile them full of sugar and put them out on all the tables.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a very elaborate pyramid made exclusively out of sugar cubes, and then inside the pyramid there's a little sugar cube, but it's wrapped in cotton candy, so it looks like a mummy. And then it's way too extravagant, and it's like this big, all made out of sugar cubes.
Okay, I'm gonna just stipulate that you probably do this super fast.
That's right.
So even if you do succeed, it's probably gonna look kind of shitty.
It's like I nailed it.
Only because I don't want Chili Whisco to be the only person
It's just
who
made out of
stays in
Rice
this
Krispie
place for the rest of the night
That's
working
fine.
on a diorama. Alright, let's see. Chili Whisco.
I hope I do it right. No.
Chili Whisco makes a square.
It takes way too long for it. Still
hard to do.
piling sugar piles.
Pyramid, not a cigarettes.
And then I'm gonna put nacho cheese over the top of all this.
Oh no.
Okay.
I don't know if they're gonna like that.
Diabetes strikes again.
You cannot find any nacho cheese.
Because it's not Joe.
Oh yeah, that's right. Instead,
Can we just take sugar syrup?
I'm sorry.
Sugar syrup? it's
I'm
syrup.
sorry. What?
Syrup made out of sugar?
Oh, I think you mean simple syrup.
No.
No.
Sugar.
No, that's what you're saying.
Sugar
Booger
syrup.
syrup?
No.
I get Sylvester out from my
you take
pouch.
some-
Sylvester, what is she saying?
Take some
Say
pixie
sugar
sticks.
syrup. Although she shouldn't be this being sugar because it's an SH.
You know what? You can go fuck yourself.
Also, I've killed her nature.
Why do I have to, Sylvester?
In the middle of
I'm
this-
tired of killing for you.
In the middle of this discussion, a semi-naked, completely white, 8-foot-tall creature with bright red hair and awkward eyes walks in like this. Looks
that
at you, and then walks back away. Bye.
What do you
What the
think
fuck was
was?
that?
Let's go follow it.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, let's follow the horrifying monster.
You follow the horrifying monster
With
set
red
to
hair.
the tune of The Dope Show, the early 90s Marilyn Manson hit. This creature is having a blast. Mere moments after absconding into the kitchen, you find yourself following it through a large ballroom where all sorts of humans are, wearing tight-fitting clothing with guitars and instruments all over. This is not what you expected.
What the fuck is going on?
I thought this was elf territory.
The large creature turns around and looks at you. We're all stars now. It is Dope Show. Welcome. I'm Marilyn.
Oh.
Marilyn Manson slinks away.
Dexter didn't really get into Marilyn Manson, so like that's totally lost on him.
Same, that's cool.
So like he's just gonna look for the Horn of Plenty, assuming that it's
Me too.
just like out somewhere.
You search the room for the Horn of Plenty. The
It's
only
there.
horns you can find belong to the mighty Mascots, who are also there.
What?
See, now that is a reference that Dexter gets.
They are there, clad in their plaid pantsuits. They're muttering something about the Rascal King again. Ah, shucks, that guy. Dickie Barrett, the lead singer of the Mighty Mascots, is there. His voice still is super rad.
Hey guys. Oh. Oh man, it's so sad to say that we don't know what happened to the Horn of Plenty.
His friends say.
Neat.
You know, you can try it though. I've never had to do it, but you could try.
Should we? Dexter tries to knock on some of the wood.
Don't do that! Don't do that! No, don't do that! Don't do it!
You knock on the wood paneling by the mighty Mascots. Huge staircase creaks open, leading you down into the lower rooms, where the early '90s rock stars that are really well known are.
Like.
Oh, you know.
That's a really sad room where it's just like, oh, don't go in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't go in that room. It's really depressing.
I'm alone. She's alone. Went from way up on the third floor balcony. You hear.
I recognize that one.
a brick of candy. Tastes so good.
Diabetes tries to kill himself?
Oh,
Okay. How?
that's right.
Please give me an example.
So I would take a long licorice rope and tie it around my neck and jump out the window?
Is it licorice or is it red vine?
Red vine. So long
As
it's not
you
Twizzlers.
push the window open and step onto the ledge from behind you, you hear, I wish you would step up from that ledge, my friend. We could capitalize for the lives you've been living in. And if you know what to see me again, Diabetes, you're my friend. Diabetes, you're my friend.
Diabetes takes some of those sharpened candy canes and jabs them in his ears.
Oh,
Diabetes
jeez.
turns around
That was
after
mine.
mutilating
I know, I
his
stole it
ears
from you.
and is greeted by his friend, the lead singer of Third Eye Blind, whose name does not matter.
Same one.
Oh, cool. He embraces you. You can't hear anything he says.
What was that?
Magic.
Missed it.
The magic of friendship reminds you, Diabetes, of the reason you came here in the first place. You need to come here to protect your insert loved ones here, who happen to be customers. Your character's reasons for adventuring are well-founded and completely rational. You wish to make food for people so they may live and continue to pay you.
That was pretty
You
no.
find great value in that.
I know what it's like to be addicted to something.
Yeah.
Crystal meth. The song's about crystal meth.
It is about just.
I did not know that.
Think about it.
Yeah, stupid things, mood rings, bracelets and beads, dimes, years of mine, catching all your dreams. You don't dream for me, you know. You don't dream for me.
Nothing.
No. Yeah.
Anyway, everyone stops as the music in the background lulls. Atop a platform in the middle of the room, the floor gives way. A raised platform appears. In the center of said platform stands a 5-piece, not a bucket, but a band.
God damn you.
A man with a thin, wispy, dark mustache and
The
dreadlocks
whitest man with dreadlocks you've ever seen.
stands in front of a grotesque microphone stand. Behind him, I don't know, a guy with a huge bass and other dreadlocks, but he's got like a square chin thing.
Yeah.
They're there. The man in front steps up to the microphone stand and says, "I'm feeling like a freak on a leash today."
Denizens of the time has come, secret rockers of the world. We have collected all the magical implements we need to change Numenera to rock and roll Erica.
Oh, that sounds kind of
I think I dated rock and roll Erica.
Snuff may be gone, but the power of music lives on. Isn't that right, Aerosmith?
Aerosmith in the corner says, "That's right, music is a weapon." The 5-piece in the center of the room plays a song that sounds horrible.
That changing in the background while he's moving too. It's like,
All of a sudden you realize what's happening. They're casting a magical spell. Behind them, you notice a secret 6th member of the band. One Keebler with dorky glasses on, holding a horn. It has a certain tinge of magical light from inside it. You know, when the beat is about to drop, he'll blow this horn. The music builds to a swell as a bunch of bullets inexplicably go in slow motion through the room. Pew, pew, pew. The band Korn coalesces into one man. They unite, and they are here. We are Korn, the band, and we're here to
I
change
should have
the
known
world.
that.
After this day, we're going to make it a Korn
Yeah, but the band
Sugar drops from the 2nd floor, coating the gross Cronenbergian monster that is the band Korn, and definitely making most things
I want that
sticky.
shirt.
You know without a doubt that this might be the most important battle of your lives, and it is definitely the most important battle in the sub-kingdom of Cotton Canada.
Chili Wisco absolutely did this earlier. Grabbed a big straw and a whole bunch of candy corn.
Okay?
And we'll be using the candy, like just projectile spitting through the straw of the candy corn
Okay.
at corn.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's flip it for it. Boom. You blow
Bam.
corn?
The whole band, the whole thing.
You blow, what do you blow?
Candy corn.
You blow candy corn at corn.
Yeah.
Okay. The candy corn, hits, I don't know, Jonathan Davis is the lead singer of, it's the lead singer of Korn. I know that. I don't know why I know that. It's sad, but I know that. I didn't do any research on this.
He loves corn. He loves corn. Don't let him lie to you.
Goes into the weird, gross body. They become stronger.
Alright.
They become strong.
The entire floor is sticking out like it's one big puddle of mud.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your Diabeto's friend, Stephen Jenkins, lead singer of Third Eye Blind, who I definitely just look up.
Does he rush in and go,
Stephen Jenkins! Yes, he does, actually. And as he takes 3 steps forward going, do, he accidentally gets caught in the candy of candy corn, the band. And you guys seen Akira? There's like a part in Akira where
where
you get squished inside.
Where she gets squished inside.
Yeah.
and as he dies, he's like, I'll never
Let you go.
You go.
Back on your travels.
He dies immediately.
Oh.
Since I'm a cereal guy, I'm going to fortify them with vitamins and minerals.
Do it.
Bam. That's the answer right there. So you're fortifying the candy corn?
With vitamins and minerals, because that's the opposite of sugar.
So yeah, for sure. You feel weaker as your
essential vitamins.
your essential nutrients leave your body, leaving only a thin, shallow husk.
I need skim milk.
Oh, ew.
I need skim milk.
Guess what? Chili Wisco definitely has.
Hold on, I gotta roll and see. You do it. You B12, niacin, maltodextrin. I don't know what that is. It's in there. And a beam of
riboflavin
of awkwardly named energy flies at candy corn from Diabeto's hands.
And just iron.
Yeah,
Iron's in there.
Straight
iron
up.
kills a lot of things.
Straight up.
Cold iron.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Candy corn rise a little bit, and they say, "Oh no, I have issues."
So Jim, he opens up his pouch again.
No problem.
And he dumps it out and is like, all right, I know that you guys were a shaky premise, but now's your time to shine. Because inside his whole pouch is a whole tribe of those pygmy pandas.
Yeah.
Pygmy sugar hunter pandas. Like, there's the sugar that you've been telling me that I should get. There's right there. I brought you here. Now can I go home, please?
They hop out thanking you with awkward looks. They're bears. They're somewhat confused and they kind of snuffle a little bit. You two.
Come on, guys, you really should do this because I only have the one thing.
Bono from YouTube gives everyone in the corner like a talk about how they're important and should be left alone. He chides you, never taking off his glasses. Or living by his own example.
Alright, Sugar Ray.
In an attempt to herd these pandas,
Pygmy sugar
that
hunting
are now
pandas.
just sort of wandering about, I assume, aimlessly.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it hasn't been very long. You act fast.
Yeah, Dexter takes his blowtorch and tries to set a fire around the room to sort of guide them toward the cornucopia.
Oh, dude, let's see it. There goes Bono right there.
Oh.
All right, I'm sorry, Harry. I apologize. You touch the floor too hard. Okay. The heat from the floor like melts, and I don't know if you guys have ever melted sugar before, but that shit sucks. It's a really hard thing to do.
Yes.
And with the blow touch.
No.
Not so good. So you actually generate a large hole in the floor, and the floor pops out just perfect like an Acme cartoon. You have a method of escape, if you so choose, even though you accidentally did it. Also, many of the pandas are now down. They fell. The pandas also fell, and they're somewhat smushed. Sorry.
Somewhat.
But good news, they're sugar.
I was gonna say, aren't they made out of sugar?
That's true.
They're not hurt. They're just misshapen.
Oh dear.
Dan's really leaning for the Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, right.
Someone is a Milli Vanilli fan.
I like it. Where the hell is sugar?
That's all I know about it.
What we got? Anybody moves? All right, this candy corn's about to go. Okay. Candy corn unleashes. I keep saying this. I'm sorry. I don't know if you were born the same time frame I was, but like, Corn had a video where like they just tracked a bullet. They like fired a bullet, and then it was just slow motion. It's just a bullet going through a bunch of scenes. Right? It's a bunch of bullets coming, you guys. Really slow motion.
There's like a camera crew.
Yeah. Every bullet has an individual camera crew. They're like, it's fine. And now the truth is good. Same good for last week.
I'm going to step to the side to avoid the bullet.
You definitely step to the side. The bullet misses you.
Dexter holds up some of his overpriced treasure hunting textbooks to block the bullets.
The bullet goes through the books.
Oh no!
But you still have time to react. Your book is ruined, kind of.
Now you have to pay even more money. I hope that treasure's worth it.
Actually, Jim jumps and pushes Dexter out of the way of that bullet.
No problem. Jim pushes Dexter out of the way. And as his hands touch Dexter, he has a flashback to the first time he ever did LSD. He remembers what it was like when his father shook his hand and said, "Now you'll be a man."
What's the sticker on my hand?
Put it in your mouth, son. It'll be the best day at daycare ever.
Oh.
I got nothing. Like, he doesn't know. It's like, wait a minute. The pandas weren't real. The tattoo wasn't real.
And son, I'm not real. The image of your father disappears.
Remember who you are. Remember.
Sylvester's there again. He's in your hand. He's in your heart.
I'll always be
Go up there, strike down that monstrosity, and become more powerful than you could ever imagine.
Let the love rise.
I will! And then, so Jim pushes, and then he accidentally just runs right into the bullet.
Let's see if the speed. Okay, the speed somehow deflects. The bullet pops off your pec, but you've got it now in your hand. This is why it's shooting bullets. It's iron deficient. It's removing the iron. Inside your mind, you know, from all the weird drugs that your character takes, that somehow the chemicals balance out. You need to bring the bullets back to the candy corn.
Right.
You will defeat it.
Yeah, so I start running from bullet to bullet, and I gather up into my giant pouch of holding.
You quicksilver the bullets into a pouch.
Yeah.
Not a problem. You have a whole bunch of bullets in your pouch.
Then
Candy corn sings, and it's horrible. You regret ever making this decision. As a young adult, you're like, why did I do this? If you listen to corn again,
it's not good.
it's really not good.
It's like
I shouldn't go.
it's embarrassing what we listened to back in the day. They were like super famous too, and I was like, why? Anyway.
We still have a bad guy?
Huh?
We still have a bad guy.
Yeah, candy corn's still there.
I want
You got a
to.
bunch of bullets on a bad day.
I want to coat him in Pearl Jam.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not aware, Pearl Jam is a band that started in the early 90s. They are a very important and influential grunge rock band.
Yes.
And don't think too much about their name, because it
They're
doesn't.
kind of town.
Yeah,
That's all.
It's
They're in the
definitely
candy
it's a reference to a very specific Asian food stuff. Anyway, Diabino attempts to cover candy corn in Pearl Jam. And Eddie Vedder takes quietly. He's easy to pick up, and you throw him. As you throw him, he's like, I want to go home in a back. Oh, back! Oh yeah!
He's not going hungry now.
You throw the whole
That's what I
band
thought,
and
special
some
mark.
kid named Jeremy into candy corn.
Oh, we're on fire!
And Jeremy, here's the thing about Jeremy. Jeremy's born released. Okay?
Yeah, he hits the corn with a surprise left.
The chemical makeup of the humans that are now within candy corn are a huge problem with candy corn. It's doing like the thing where it's like hurting. That's when that last little kilo, the nerdy steps on top of corn, the candy corn, the gross Cronenbergian monster, and bellows forth from the horn that he holds.
Dexter throws a book at him.
Okay? Dexter throws a book at him. God damn it! I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, Chili Wisco had pulled all of the very long screws out of the tables nearby. Some might call them 9-inch nails, and chucks them at the just in the general vicinity of both corn and the nerdy Keebler.
All right, let's see. If you hit corn, you don't. Do you hit the nerdy Keebler? You do exactly what I didn't want to happen. The keeper is.
I imagine it's made out of
shrunk.
iron.
He has a head like a hole at the end of this fight. You drive a 9-inch nail through his dome piece. He dies immediately. His glasses are shattered. Man, it is a grisly scene. Blood falls everywhere. But the blood weakens, going candy corn. But the horn falls down along candy corn's gelatinous, sugary surface. It's sugary crust, may you say. There, the horn sits, undisturbed on the floor, and everyone in the room stops and looks for just a second. That's when a man with frosted tips and a tank top comes sliding in. Oh, I've been practicing this every morning. He slides in, and he gets it. He grabs the horn. From this day forward, I'll start a band. No longer will they just call me Ray. Now they'll call me Sugar. Ray. He blinks and blows the horn. Just white, a torrent of white gold comes pouring forth. Just covering the entirety of the Backstreet Boys, ruining their outfits. They're
white.
like, no, I don't want it this way, no.
I get that one. Why weren't we talking about the Backstreet Boys the whole time?
So it was like an alternative feel, I think, I don't know.
Dexter uses his blowtorch to try to like cut through the torrent of sugar to try to reach his. Yes.
You're trying to reach the nougaty center of corn?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Excellent. Let's see. It's happened. No! Why is the coin a cruel mistress? Your blowtorch is blown away by corn's horrible music. The
signature
the
weapon.
sound hurts you.
It just like keeps going. You'd think they would have been done, but no, it just keeps still there.
So Jim with his bag of bullets.
He still has that.
He creeps up closer and closer to Corn, hiding behind Bush.
Okay.
And then
the guy from Bush is like, breathe in.
breathe in.
He's so scared. He's like telling himself, breathe in.
I'm just surrounded by glycerin.
Right, and then then Jim throws the bag of iron into Corn, and it's like, how about some of these chemicals between you? And then from behind Bush.
All right, that rules.
Yeah.
Not changing chords from the U2 song.
Bam.
No.
Does not work. Sorry.
Damn it! I lost my bullets.
Your bullets clink on the floor, and they scatter near where now dubbed Sugar Ray is standing. He's doing a little jig because he's excited. He's trying to tap out the theme to every morning. Tell you what, we can tell you where. And he trips and falls. He falls, he breaks his neck, he's dead. He's super dead, he dies.
He's super dead.
Yeah.
Yep, he's done.
That's it, that's
Now
how
he
he
hosts
goes.
a game show.
Okay. I don't know if anybody else wants to. I have another idea.
Do it.
Okay. Dexter picks up one of the bullets that is scattered across the floor. And using the beer pong skills that he picked up from going to one party, because he was in college. Yes.
College.
I stick into my character, and he bounces it off the floor to try to knock the horn away so that he can get it.
Okay, cool. This is the coolest part. Sugar Ray is convulsing on the floor. His neck is totally broken. Okay, and you're bouncing bouncing the horn off of his rapidly declining healthy body. Let's see if you can flick it off. No!
But
It's so many failures in a row.
Does it bounce once or twice?
Okay, Sugar Ray tries to knock it.
It ricochets off of a wall.
Yeah, that's it. It ricochets off of a wall.
Yay! We flip it enough times, it'll come out green.
Right? The horn goes ding, flying into the air. Okay, and it passes Chili Wisco. Chili Wisco reaches for it. Does he grab it?
Yes!
Chili Wisco holds it aloft. The Horn of Plenty. In the background, like a theme plays that's like it's a feel-good thing.
Yeah. Almost a feel so good kind of thing.
Yeah. Feel so good, Ink? Is that
No.
Okay.
Feel so good.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Chili Wisco has the horn. Candy Corn. In its last desperate attempts, tries to grab Chili Wisco with like a long tentacle arms, but it's rapidly losing what is it? Pliability. It's becoming just dust, sugar dust. It's everything. You can't defeat me in the future. Everything will be made of corn.
Oh, so he wins, is what you're saying.
Well, I mean,
everything is.
In the darkest timeline, yeah. Chili Wisco is attacked. Candy Corn, finds purchase. Chili Wisco is stabbed.
What?
By a spear of crystalline sugar.
All right.
What's up? There's stalagmites, stalactites. What if one's sideways?
As long as it's holding on to the wall, it's still called a stalactite.
All right, no. The sugar stalactite from Candy Corn's body pierces you. The upper,
do they still blow the horn?
The left lung.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I know.
I
Chili Wisco's gonna have to try.
push down on that lung because we don't need a collapsed lung to keep me from being able to exhale. And I blow into the horn, and if it succeeds, it's just a river of chili that comes through, and it's very hot, and it will melt sugar very quickly and dissolve it.
Chili. Knows has been searching for months to find the Horn of Plenty. Reaches up to the horn, even barely able to breathe, whispers, "Chili, extra hot." Blinks and blows a glorious note.
Red hot chili peppers.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you want? Like what I gotta get put it in you. What I gotta get about the body. I do a little bit of the water.
That's what happens.
Chili flies everywhere.
Coating the land.
A veritable roller coaster of chili brings everyone plummeting out of the building. The foundations
an
of,
idea for Chili Cheetos!
the foundations of the place are destroyed.
Inspired to make a still unhealthy snack.
Yeah, but better than just candy. Better than just there's at least meat and there's protein in there. Candy Corn dies.
I think
No one watches him die, but in your heart of hearts, you know that Candy Corn, the horrible band from the 90s that somehow I can't get rid of, they're always there, kind of, dies a dark little calcified block inside a huge swirling river of chili. On top, the Red Hot Chili Peppers conduct a rescue operation, riding the roller coaster of love, saving all the other 90s superstars, like the New Rascals, the Smashing Pumpkins.
Blues Traveler.
Smashing Pumpkins.
And of course, Blues Traveler,
Harvey Danger.
who has permanent residence in the Candy Kingdom.
Harvey Danger sits on a flagpole. It's like, nope, I'm just gonna have this one song.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sick, but I'm not well. That song rules, by the way. I don't
You
even
guys,
care. As far as the
that
one
band
and one is
rules. I
concerned.
like that album. I
Yeah.
listen to that whole album. And I don't care who knows it. That's right.
Yeah, it all flows into Marcy's playground.
True. That's where.
That's where the chili flows to.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
it's-
And long in ages forth, far after the Cotton Candy Kingdom is paved into a
Parking lot?
parking
Bop, 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 bop.
The old people that are left, who are still there, may speak without teeth. But the story lives on in their gentle jumbo-wumbles. Ladies and gentlemen, we have defeated a giant candy corn monster for your,
I see it, Grace.
your entertainment.
Ours is all.
And next week on No Dice, who knows? We'll definitely figure out in the next couple minutes, but I think we've got a song to sing to get us out of here.
Game we call No Dice. I hope that you thought it was nice. Are sufficiently enticed to tell all of your friends.
Tell them!
Though we play with style in class, it's you who make this game kick ass. And so to you we raise our glass. Come play with us again.
Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, I do have to shout out our fantastic sponsors. Go check them out, and you haven't noticed, the corner over here, there is a very good deal. If you want to get 20% off awesome nerdy t-shirts,
Or hoodies.
or hoodies,
Or hats.
or hats,
Or
there's-
jackets.
There's like mugs too. There's a lot of
There's
cool
pants.
stuff over at sexyhackers.com. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are home right now, if you are wearing clothes, if you are not wearing clothes, you need more clothes. T-shirts. Go get some t-shirts. Go get some mugs. Go get a hat. Sexyhackers.com and use the code NODICE to get 20% off. 20% off anything you want. You can get 100 things and you get 20 of them. Percent off. On the total, not the things. They're gonna give you your merchandise. They're gonna give you what you order. We're not gonna order. You can't order a T-shirt on Sexy Hackers, then 20% of the shirt will be gone. You say 20% off. We talk about price.
That might be a new marketing strategy.
Unless you
Right,
ordered
bigger
a
shirts.
crop top, but then you only ordered 20% of a shirt.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, go to sexyhackers.com to get us set up for next week, though, on No Dice. If you're in the chat right now, if you're listening to this, thank you so very much for checking it out. Thank you very much for laughing a little bit, maybe. If you got a second, you're just there, you're just looking at the chat log, and you're like, man, I could really get in there and mix it up. Now's your chance. We need an adventure for next week. We need a location and an enemy. Go ahead now, fire it off with those little fingers of yours on your keyboard.
Your cheesy fingers, give them to us.
A location for next week's adventure, if you don't mind. Take a couple seconds and think about it. We've done some really crazy locations on that. I did one inside of a giant refrigerator.
Yeah.
There was, I think we did one inside someone.
Yeah, we
Inside
did a
the
body
cat
adventure.
body.
A speakeasy.
I like
Yeah.
I like that. Thank you very
Might
much.
be a
Leon.
suit right in this
Bam,
one.
we got Speakeasy. Speakeasy is going to be our location. Second of all, we're going to need an enemy. I need an enemy, ladies and gentlemen. An enemy. It can be anything. It can be like a concept. Even. It could be like an author that you really hate.
The fear of aging.
For instance, this week I was a little cheeky, and instead of fighting an actual cornucopia, I had you guys fight a cornutopia. Because I'm an idiot. Wait, no, I'm already sitting here.
It's fine. I did you see the get I tried?
But what was it? Feels good?
Yeah.
Anyway, I just need
Feels so good.
ladies and gentlemen, an enemy. So anything at all. Something that maybe you dislike or you want to see it get killed.
Ooh, yes.
Early Christmas.
Yes.
Oh man.
Dang.
Thank you very much, Grace. I appreciate that. Well done. Grace Healy 57. Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, on No Dice, we are going to a speakeasy where we will engage in mortal combat with Too Early Christmas. Until then, I don't know, keep hanging out. Thanks so much. Every Monday, 7:30, twitch.tv/SXY Hackers. Go buy a t-shirt from Sexy Hackers. They're all great. I love you. You look good. I'll see you on the flip side.